the Fianna Pádraig Pipe Band and their venues they will be attending during their tour of County Mayo. Well, this morning I'm delighted to be joined by Tony, and Tony is, as we all know him as Tony Mayo, and Tony is here to talk about the Fianna Pádraig Pipe Band, about the Mayo Manchester Tradfest, which is kicking off in County Mayo at the moment. And I want to say good morning, Tá fáilte ó Tony.
And a very good morning to you, and a lovely cup of tea. Thanks very much.
That's the key.
I was just missing the scones. Are there the scones later on?
Later on, they're coming shortly with cream, lovely cream, and blackberry jam, Tony.
Treacle cake.
No, that's pushing the boat out. Tony, it's great to have you. You just walked in on us here, and it's great to have you here. The Mayo Manchester Tradfest is a big promotional traditional music event that has been running here in County Mayo for the past 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Would you believe it? It'll come round to our 10th anniversary before we know it.
Yes, Tony, you originally have connections with County Mayo.
I do, yes. Both my parents were born in Attimas. My mum was born in Carradougan at the foothills of the Ox Mountains, and my dad was just a bike ride away in Ballycong, right beneath the lakes of Ballycong and the River Moy.
And like all other families, I suppose immigration took them across the water.
It did, yeah. Some 68 years ago is when my dad and my mum emigrated to the UK, both separately. But they met up again in Manchester on the 192 bus going round Albert Square, and he proposed, and that was that.
Oh, isn't that a lovely story?
They lived happily ever after.
Very good. And then you came along, and
I did. I'm one of 7 children in the family, and I don't know how many grandchildren. A very large Irish family with very strong Mayo roots.
And that's it. We hope you keep those roots good, well watered, and stay around for a while. Tony, Attimas, North Mayo is a big connection with this trad music event.
It is indeed. Yeah, we're launching it there at the Father Painting Centre, who, as you know, Father Paintings is just on the first road to Sainthood, and with the Pope arriving at the end of August, we're all very excited about that. And you never know, he might put him on the second step, and before we know it, he'll be the island's next saint.
Tell us a little bit about Father Peyton, for the people who don't know about him.
Father Peyton, actually, he grew up in Attimas, and he emigrated to America, and he had a very, very poorly illness, and he was almost dying on his bed in the hospital, and he had an aspiration, really, to recover from the illness and to go into the priesthood. And he actually preached to millions of people all over the world, not just in the States, but in the Philippines and different parts of the world. And he founded the Father Peyton Society. And he came up with the slogan, "The family that prays together stays together." And we're hoping now that the Pope might help him achieve that sainthood that we've been praying for over the years.
And that would be a nice achievement for a gentleman from County Mayo to have.
Yes. They have a lovely centre in Attimas. It's got a theatre as well, where the Bofield Cayley Band always play during the summer. In fact, they're starting their sessions this Thursday, and they run throughout July and August. A fantastic evening of Irish music, song and dance by some award-winning musicians and singers and dancers. It's a great evening, and it's a lovely cup of tea at half-time with the scones. They have the fruit scones there.
You're good to yourself, Tony. Now, Tony, let's get back to the real reason why you're here today. You want to tell us about the exciting... it's like a tour. You're going around County Mayo, and you're going to Ashford Castle. Yeah,
we came over in 2013 after Michael Ring actually launched a gathering in 2012 and invited us to become Mayo ambassadors. And we said, it's okay becoming Mayo ambassadors, Michael, but we don't want the name. We want to actually do something. So we said, we'll organise a big Mayo gathering. And it actually became the biggest Mayo gathering, not just in County Mayo, but in Ireland. And it was awarded by Tourism Ireland as the biggest ever gathering to take place in Ireland. And since then, we decided, okay, we don't want to just stop at one event. Let's carry it on. And it's become an annual festival, and it's now the biggest Tradfest in Ireland, with over 100 events and over 500 performers. It was initially just based in Ballina, but we're now in 6 different hubs throughout Mayo. So we're in Attimas, we're in Bunnyconlon, we're in Ballina, we're in Castlebar, we're in Claremorris, where we are today. and we're over in Ackle Island, and biggest on our bucket list really, and it's been my ambition for a number of years, is that we're closing the festival at Ashford Castle on the last day.
Now I want to talk to you about that, the plan for Ashford Castle. Can you picture that, the pipe band at Ashford going over the bridge, over the moat in front of the castle, that lovely traditional Irish music, and your team, the band players turned out so well. That's a dream come true, Tony.
Oh, visually it is a dream. It's this, dreams are made of those sort of images, going over the moat there and arriving at the gates of the castle and marching round with the Fianna Fáill pipe band. And we've also got Joe Keegan from the BBC TV show The Voice.
Very good.
And we've got Alan Keegan, who's the voice of Old Trafford, would you believe, at Manchester United. So he's coming along with us as our special VIP to host all the events there. But that will be the penultimate, really, event for us. But it starts off on Thursday the 2nd of August. So we've got 2 events that night. We've got the broadcast by Midwest Radio from 6 till 8 at the Atimas Harbour Painting Centre, and then we head off to Castle Bar, where we have a VIP concert launch at Brafey House Resort just outside Castle Bar. And then on the Friday we've got a civic ceremony in Castle Bar itself. Councillor Blackie Gavin, who's the Caherlock of Mayo County Council, has invited us down to the town, really, for a civic ceremony. And then we head off to Ackle Island, and this year is the 70th anniversary of the Fianna Fáill pipe band. And unfortunately, the pipe major of the band passed away this year, and they want to mark his passing away with a special 70th anniversary concert, and that's going to be held at the Ackle Head Hotel on the Friday evening. And we've invited all the pipe bands in Ackle, the world famous pipe bands in Ackle. There are 5 different pipe bands there, and they come together under the Ackle pipe band, the competing band there, and all the different villages. So we've invited them down, along with the musicians from Skol Ackler, for a special concert at the Ackle Head Hotel. And it's a free concert, and any musicians, singers and dancers who wish to come along and join in the evening are more than welcome. We're hoping for at least 70 performers that night to mark the 70th anniversary.
Just imagine that. Now, Tony, then you move down onto Westport. You're heading down to Westport House.
Well, on the Saturday, before we head off, we're actually playing the Skol Ackler outdoor concert at the Lordis pub at 1:30. We're going to join the musicians there who have been in the Skol Ackler Summer School, which is a summer school for traditional Irish music, song and dance, a very well-established school there. Tom English has invited us there to perform at the outdoor event. And then we head off back to Ballina for our 6th annual gala concert, and that's being sponsored by the Mayo Dublin Association. And it's a fantastic evening. It's got Claremorris' very own Turley Duggan Dance School, who I'm about to photograph.
We know them well, yeah.
Performing on the night. We've got the Murphy Moore Irish Dance School, and we've got 8 other fantastic acts on the night. And then on the Sunday, we head to Westport House for a promenade performance. And then Sunday night is the really big concert at Claremorris, the 600 capacity Claremorris Town Hall Theatre. It should be a fantastic night. We've got a musician from Midwest Radio, Joe Byrne, who'll be joining us, along with musicians, singers and dancers from Mayo, including the Turley Duggan and our very own Fianna Fáill pipe band. Marion Waldron will be there on the night. Marion has just recorded a single in New York, which she'll be debuting on the night when New York was Irish, and it's going to be hosted by Alan Keegan. So that'll be a great night.
Great night ahead. So you have a lot going on, Tony, and you're a busy man. I know you're on the go. You're the PR. You're the sole soldier of the PR, and you're heading off down now to join the Turley Duggan School to.
I am indeed. I've been on the road for 10 days now.
Ah, you're fantastic.
I've only got Ashford Castle left on my list to go and visit.
We'll all be heading to Ashford to join you, to support you down there on the day.
The Wednesday, yeah.
On the Wednesday. Yeah. So, Tony, I want to say, that's Wednesday, the 8th of August. Goramila Mahaga, thank you so much for taking time out to join us on the radio.
You've not mentioned the Matt Malloy's gig yet.
Matt Malloy's, I was saving that to the last.
That was the biggest gig of the year last year.
I'm saving that for the last.
Didn't we meet you at the Matt Malloy's
That's where
gig?
I found you.
Now,
I tracked you down there.
This year, we've got a very special guest playing the bowron, haven't we?
We have, yes. That's what you think, Tony.
Now, come on.
You come in here with a bowron and no kibeen, so you expect me to use my thumb.
I'll have the kibeen ready for you on the night. Is that a promise?
That's a guarantee, I
Is that
promise.
a promise?
Yeah,
A very special guest. No, it's being headlined on the night by Billowwood, who've just releasing their newest single tomorrow, Pushing and Shoving. It's a fantastic single. And the video for it, you want to check it out on YouTube. It's absolutely brilliant. They are going places, and we're very lucky to have them again this year to headline that gig at Matt Malloy's. Now, last year it was a complete sellout, so do get your tickets. They are available online, a little bit cheaper than on the door. It's €10 online or €15 on the night if there are any tickets left.
So we just want to remind people locally that's listening in that Sunday the 5th of August you have the Fianna Pádraig Pipe Band here in the Claremorris Town Hall Theatre, and get in nice and early. They're starting off there at 7:30, and the tickets are available from the hall, or you can get them online from the box office at the Town Hall. So is that it, Tony?
It is indeed.
That's it. Well, a very good morning to you, and
Thanks very much for the invite.
You are most welcome. I wish you the very best of luck.